Hi, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk. This is Joanne.
And Tom, hey everybody.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Did you know, according to our National Association of Realtors, which we call NAR, in the first year of real estate, realtors fail 75% of the
75%.
time.
Okay.
And within 5 years, 87% fail. What does that mean? It means they dropped out. They left
So
and walked away.
87% of the people that get in real estate drop out after how long?
Within 5 years.
Within 5 years. Okay. So what's our topic today, Joanne?
Well, I don't know. This seems like a little miracle, but Tom's going to tell us how you can start your real estate career in 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
So this is about growing your real estate career. It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
Mm.
Look at that. It's simple. 1, 2, 3.
But what about these numbers, Tom?
Well, they probably didn't go 1, 2, 3 and go through the process. And that's what we want to talk about today. And we're kind of being light about it, but you know what saddens me is of those 87% of the people that get out of the business within, what'd you say, 3 years?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How many of them could have made it in this business if they would have followed these easy steps, 1, 2, 3? And you're sitting there going, okay, Tom, you're going to tell me 3 easy steps. Yes, there's 3 easy steps to grow your real estate career. And what are you talking about? What I'm going to do, I'm going to share the 3 steps real quick with you. Okay. Well, that's not where it's going to end. Okay. So our first step is a consultation. What does that mean? You're going to sit down with leadership and have a consultation. Okay. And talk about, why did you get into real estate? What are your expectations of real estate? And what are your goals in real estate, and what's deadlines you're going to attach to those goals?
But Tom, isn't it as easy as I want to make money?
So you want to make money. Okay. How much money?
Oh, I haven't thought about that.
Okay. Why do you want to make that money? What are you going to do with that money? What's the drive behind all of that, right? Now, we don't want to make things all about money, but people, that's what we're called to make money and do good things with money. It's not, if you wanted money just so you can buy a bunch of new cars and new things, well, that doesn't drive anybody to success. But having a love of money so you can do good things with it is important. So that's the consultation. Step 1 is a good consultation. Okay. Step 2 is a business plan. Okay. So we're going to sit down. We're going to be very specific about what your plan is to grow your business. Now, that seems easy, right? Okay, well, I'm going to plan. I've read a lot of books. I can go online and learn a lot of things about real estate. So that should be pretty easy for me, all right? So here I'm just going to touch on these 1, 2, 3 things, okay? So the first one is a consultation. Second one is a business plan. How are you going to achieve your goals? And then the third one is staying on track. Now you're like, what are you talking about? So you're going to find out what you're going to do and why, consultation. 2, you're going to set a plan, okay? And number 3, you're going to put something in place to hold you accountable to that plan. Now, you are responsible for all this. This is all about you. And every one of these steps, if you really dig into it, it's like you're going to have a consultation to see what you want and why do you want it, okay? Then we're going to set a business plan that works for you, that fits your personality.
And I love this because we're taking, like Tom just said, we're talking to you. This is specific to you.
Right.
This isn't Tom's goals. This isn't Joanne's goals.
Right.
This is all about you. And I feel like not many people do that, Tom, personalize like that.
It's interesting. All right, let's get through these 3. Okay, I want to say that. And then I'm going to take it just a step further. So let's review again. So number 1 is a business consultation. We're going to find out what you want, why you want it. Number 2 is design a business plan. Okay. And number 3 is going to put some accountability in place. We're going to have some plan in place that you have a group of people supporting you. You can't do any of this as a lone ranger. You have to have people behind that what and that why you're going to do real estate. So those are the 3 easy steps to grow your real estate career. Okay, easy enough. Everybody's in. Good.
That
Let me
sounds
start.
really
right?
easy.
Okay. So if you're interested in getting deeper into that, reach out to us, and we can walk you through that. Now let's take it a little bit further. Let's take each of those steps and say, what do I do in each of those steps? Okay. Right. So the first step, you're going to get into what's important to you and why. What does that mean? Like, why do you want to? Let's say you wanted to make $100,000 in real estate.
I know. I feel like that's all I need to
that's
share.
That's what you want to make.
Right?
I want to make $100,000. And why do you want that $100,000? What are you going to do with the $100,000? How are you going to divide that money up once you get it? What are you going to do? Are you going to buy things? Is it going to give you some financial freedom? Is that what you're after? A lot of people do that. Like, I want to make $100,000 because I want to be debt free. Okay? I want to buy a new home. I want to get a new car. I want to save for my retirement. I want to save for my children. I want to set up a college fund. What is it? Why do you want? And what's interesting, I tell people that process probably an 8 hour process. And people will say, "What do you mean an 8 hour process, Tom? I'm just going to tell you what I want and why I want it." Okay, let's dig deeper into why you want it, what you want it for. That's a big deal.
And I think for people listening in, this might seem like, look, I'm busy. I have enough on my plate. I don't have time to spend doing this. And I think, and Tom, I can hear you probably saying, you don't have the time not to do this.
Absolutely.
If you take these steps, you will be successful. And I have to admit, there's times over the years where I haven't been all in on my accountability. Sure, I want to make this much, and I wasn't thoughtful enough with the questions even some of the questions you're touching on now, and this is a quick video.
Right. Yeah, I mean, even you hear people talk about vision boards and visuals. Once you decide what you want to do, there's a lot that goes behind this. This isn't just, hey, I want to make $100,000 because I want to be debt free and buy a new home, buy a car, and invest so much. That's not enough. Okay, you gotta own this thing. You gotta really be so dug deep into why you want to have this that every day you get up, you have to go after it. I mean, you got a vision of what this is. Some people use vision boards, have pictures of all these things. I've shared with people before. When I first started in the business, I had a picture of a home. I actually drove by a home, took a picture of it, and said, "Oh, I'd love to have that home someday." Right? And I'm going to be very straight with you. Part of this process is also, we're going to get in deeper into limiting beliefs. Like, did I believe that I could have that home? I'll be quite honest with you, at the time I thought there's no way I could ever afford that. And it wasn't that big a house. Don't get me wrong. I didn't come from a whole lot. So it wasn't like I have this $1 million home. It was not that. It was a very traditional, nice family home that I wanted in a certain area. But I looked at that picture every day. I had a picture of it. I took a picture of it, put it and framed it and put it on my desk. And I would look at it every day. And one day I owned a home that looked very much like that home.
That's going to be my next question.
Very
Did you
much
get
like
that?
Not that house, but one that was similar in a similar neighborhood. So in it, that helped me move forward. So we're gonna dig deeper into that why. Okay. And then I talked about limiting beliefs. A lot of people go, "What does that even mean?" Does anybody talk to themselves? Do you ever say things to yourself?
Nice.
Do you ever? Are you your worst critic sometimes? Do you ever come to a point in your life and your career and decision you make? This isn't just about money and real estate, it's life. We're going to get into more of that. We're going to talk about your history. Where'd you come from? How did you make decisions you did up to this point? If you don't eat well, why don't you eat well? What stops you from eating well? If you don't read books and grow and do those kind of things, what stops you from doing those kind of things? If you know what you're supposed to be doing in your real estate career, but you don't do it every day, why aren't you doing it every day? We have beliefs. So during that consultation, we'll get into that whole part of it. Seriously, this is a big deal. Now, you said I don't have time for it. Okay, a lot of people say I don't have time. They want to go to step 2 right away. Let's get into step 2. Let's set that business plan because I've been reading online. I know what I need to do every day to grow my business, so I want to get into that business plan. Okay, we're going to get into that business plan once we get through that consultation with you. You have a true understanding of who you are. Be honest with yourself, right? There's some things that we have skills at, some things we don't have skills at, things we need to learn. There's a gap between where we are today and where we want to get to.
And I think until you really have a conversation and see something in writing or visually, it hits a little bit differently.
Absolutely.
I can sit here in my head and say, Tom, I want to make $100,000. I want a new car. But I have nothing in place to show for that.
Right.
I need something in writing. There've been studies done. If we visualize, like you said, a picture of the home, and it becomes a reality for people with that visual cue that you see every day.
Right. And then we're going to set a business plan. That's our next step. And we're going to dig in. We're going to dig in your profile of personality. And people sit there and go, "What are you talking about, Tom?" We follow a DISC profile, DISC. It talks about what a D is, a driver, an I, an influencer, an S, a stability person, a C, a caring person. And we're going to find out, who are you and what are you? And what should you be doing within the real estate industry if you decide this is where you want to make a career?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about how to grow your career. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Following steps, 1, 2, 3 steps. But we're going to dig deep into that. Like some people might go online and read a book about something or listen to a book and say, I'm going to go do this. And then you do a personality test and you find out it's not even who you are. It doesn't even fit into who you are in the business.
I think a great example, Tom, just to give an example to share, Tom is very good with phone calls.
Sure.
You will make phone call after phone call, and that comes naturally to Tom. He does it. That's how he started in the business. There was no internet. You had to make a phone call and talk to someone.
Right.
I'm very different. I'm a social media person, so I will spend hours on social media and growing my business that way. That's why this is such a great thing that Tom is doing, because this is customized for you.
Right.
This isn't just
we're
generic.
We're going to set, this is the steps you should be taking every day. Guys, this is your business. You are an entrepreneur. You just hung your shield up on your business saying, I own my own company. This is all about you. All of this is about you. What do you want and why do you want it? I'm going to tell you what, this industry is a blessing to me and my family. It is such a fantastic opportunity to go, but it can be very frustrating if you don't follow these steps to do it.
Agree.
And I'm just telling you the truth, right? And then we get into the next step, which is accountability. Okay, what does that mean? Like, we have a group of people, we do mastermind. What is a mastermind? Meeting weekly, setting goals, sharing your steps with peers, right? How can I help you? Joanne, what can I do to help you with your business, how to grow your career? I need some help with this. What am I doing? How am I doing with it? Why am I doing that? Yeah. And then we have a business consultant we meet with once a month that we talk about, where are we in terms of our goals? Are we aligned with what we said we're going to do? And I mean, we're going to dig very deep into this stuff. And if you have a goal, you know what's interesting is so many people say, they come and have this big business goal. I got a big what and got a big why. And they have accountability. They're talking to everybody. But they're in a relationship with somebody and that person has no idea what their goals are. Yeah. I could say that for years. My wife probably thought I was actually doing what I was supposed to be doing every day. Now, does that mean that your significant other or a friend should be your accountability partner? Yeah. I mean, you're in this together. You just opened a business. They should know what you're doing, what your expectation. Share that with them. Share your business plan with everybody you know. Let them help you with this. But here's what happens a lot of time. People go into number 2. Let's build a business plan. And then the business plan, it's not working. It's frustrating. They're beating themselves up. Why don't I do what I'm supposed to do? What am I? So what do? Blame it on something else and say, well, I need a coach. I need an accountability partner. I need to be part of these groups. I need to hire a coach. I need to spend money. But you haven't even gone through step 1 to the depths of understanding why you're doing what you're doing.
And hence these numbers.
Oh my gosh.
If everyone's dropping out, well, I give up. I can't do my business plan. And probably, I think a lot of it is staying on track, which Tom mentioned. If you can't just do a plan, put it on a piece of paper and say, yeah, I'm good, and walk away from it. This is something you really have to live, breathe every single day.
And that's what we do, and that's part of who we are. And that's part of, I've been doing this over 30 years. I love that part of it. And it's not because I came out perfect when I started. Trust me. I wish that somebody would have done this with me. I had no idea what I was doing when I started business. I know people that have been in their careers for 10, 15 years that still don't know what they're doing or why they're doing it. I mean, seriously, and it's sad. It's sad to me to see numbers like 75% of the people get out of it. It wasn't because they're bad people, but what did it do to their person? What did it do to their self-talk?
Right.
You think that created any limiting beliefs for them in their next career choice?
Right. And I think all it is, it's tools.
Right. So
Tom's going to give you the tools to get you going.
Anybody that wants to know about a real estate career, reach out. We would love to walk you through that and share that with you.
Yes. Can we recap again, Tom, before we go?
Sure.
The first one again, we're going to meet with you and have a consultation. Okay. Talk about your goals and things like that. Your why.
Consultation is about your why and who you are, and some reality check about who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. Absolutely.
And then second one, you're going to dive deeper into that specific business plan.
We're going to set a business plan for daily activities based on your personality and who you are, and understanding where you line up in this industry.
Okay. And then the third one, we're going to stay on track and keep you accountable.
Right. But you guys, I want you to understand, this is all about you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's what happens with people. They don't totally embrace their goal, their what, their why, and they go into a business plan, and then they think accountability is going to change their life. It's not. It's all about you. But just slow down. Really, how to grow your real estate career in 1, 2, 3 easy steps. Okay? And it is true. But like Joanne said, we all say we don't have time. You don't have time not to do these things. So reach out. We'd love to walk you through. And how do they reach out to us, Joanne?
They can reach out by your email address.
Email
Is that what
at
we're doing now?
tomwold, the number 1, at gmail.com. So
And just type in 1, 2, 3. I want in on the 1, 2, 3.
It's the easiest 1, 2, 3, guys. Look forward to talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.